Vodafone cares about you and your health. Through our 255 call center, we have empowered Ghanaians from across the country with our unique phone-in medical consultancy. We also bring you Health Fest, where a trained medical team travel the nation giving free medical treatment. But it all started here on your TV screen with the award-winning television program, HealthLine. This week on HealthLine, the street doctor teaches you how to eat safely. And we meet two people in need.
Good health is not something we can buy. However, it can be an extremely valuable savings account. We're looking forward to an exciting show with you as our audience. As always, Papani.
Hi.
Lorraine.
Hello.
Bright.
Hi.
And myself, Ruth, are here to anchor you through the program. Welcome to HealthLine.
We have an SMS from Ben, and it reads, "My scrotum feels heavier and feels somewhat differently. Am I coming down with something serious?"
Ben, I wonder if your scrotum also looks somewhat different or feels somewhat different as well. And the reason why I'm asking that is that can actually give us an information as to what exactly is happening. You see, your scrotum, using this, is just the outside, which is the skin, okay? But inside it, you have a testes, okay? And then you have what we call the epididymis, where the semen is stored, okay? And all of these structures, when something happens to it, it can present as change in size of a scrotum, or a different feel in the scrotum, or even pain in the scrotum. Now, there's something we call orchitis, and that's basically swollen testes. It means that you have an infection in your testes. Usually for that one, you may have your scrotum looking very shiny, and it's very, very painful. You may actually have a fever as well. And you realize that, look, if somebody brings the hand close to your scrotum, even without touching it, you are so afraid that they're going to go close to it because it's that painful, okay? Now, if you don't have the pain, and on the other hand, it's just the appearance, you could also have what we call a hydrocele. What it means is that there's water in your scrotum, basically. Or you could have a good old hernia, which means that there is an abnormal passage that is allowing things to move from your abdomen into your scrotum.
There could be the danger also of what we call testicular cancer, which could present as masses in the scrotal cavity. So you might want to look out for that as well.
So Ben, there could be a number of problems, and all this can easily be diagnosed with an ultrasound. So don't worry, if you're having problems or feeling this heaviness, just see your doctor and they'll diagnose the problem for you.
Let's see what the street doctor has up his sleeve.
So today we're talking about food hygiene and the importance of keeping your food clean, safe, and healthy. If you don't keep your food clean, you can actually end up getting a lot of germs, and then eating some of these germs and actually coming down with diseases like cholera and some of these other diarrheal diseases, and even enteric, or what we call typhoid fever. What you want to do is make sure you use fresh ingredients for your food, and you make sure you try as much as possible to eat your food hot and fresh. If not, make sure you cover them so that at least it still maintains some of the warmth, and you can actually get your food to be safe. Also, when you want to cook, don't go around cooking near dustbins or refuse dumps. Also, don't go cooking near stagnant water or gutters and places that you know aren't exactly clean, because then you have flies moving around. They can actually transmit a lot of these germs from these areas into your food, and then you eat them and then you come down with some strange condition. Let's look at some other things that you can actually do to help make yourself safe and eat healthy. The food is out, so now there are two people we have to worry about, the buyer and the seller. Let's start with the seller. You're supposed to make sure your hands are clean at all times, so make sure you have a lot of water around you before you start serving. Make sure your food is actually laid out in a really clean environment that's quite attractive to people, and cover up all the things that you know you're not using at every point in time. Make sure your food is kept as warm as possible, and also make sure that when you start serving, you do it in as hygienic a way as possible. So use your spoons and use your other utensils and things for dishing out your food. Try as much as possible not to dish out your food with your bare hands if you can help it. Now, for you, the buyer, it's also your responsibility to make sure that where you're buying from is clean. So don't go buying food simply because you're hungry from a place that you're definitely not sure about. If there are a lot of flies and the place doesn't look clean, you're better off maybe steering clear of that place. Now, make sure that as well that when you're eating food that's fresh and not food that's stale or food that's left over from yesterday or something. Try and practice some of these things, and you just might end up preventing some really serious illnesses from befalling you. Till next time, see you guys in the studio.
Make an informed decision about your child's health. This week, we talk about asthma.
So generally, childhood asthma isn't so different from adult asthma. What basically happening is that your lungs and your airways become inflamed when exposed to certain things that trigger the asthma attack. What happens is that there is difficulty in breathing as a result.
Usually, you find that asthma runs in the family. So a child who has asthma, you'd find out that maybe the father has asthma or the maternal grandmother has asthma. There's somebody in the family who also has asthma. And it's important that as a parent who already knows that there's a family history, you be vigilant and watch out for the symptoms in your child before they become full-blown.
Now, it's very important to look out for triggers. Certain triggers that are common in our environments include infections such as common cold. You could also have dust, smoke, or certain perfumes or smells. And some children also have the asthma triggered by physical activity.
Now, your child's asthma might be so bad that it may necessitate some medications. Some may be taken daily and some may be taken as and when the asthma attack is about to begin. It could be in the form of a tablet, or it could be in the form of an inhaler, and it helps just soothe all the symptoms that they're feeling. Now, with these inhalers, there should be one at home, or if, let's say, there's a babysitter or a nanny or the headmaster, depending on how severe your child's asthma is, we try and make sure that you try and distribute these inhalers so that whenever there is an attack, at least there'll be an inhaler handy to help save your child's life.
Parents, I think I should let you know that asthma is not a curable condition. So if someone comes to you and tells you that, look, I have a cure for asthma, that is actually not true. It is one of those conditions that you have to learn to live with and manage. So in treating asthma, you aim at making sure that the symptoms are reduced to the barest minimum. There's another kind of medication which is called a control medication. So even when you don't have symptoms, that is actually what will help your child have better control and a good quality of life. It's expensive, yes, but we advise that everybody who has asthma that is bad enough should be on a controller medication.
All right, we have an SMS from Linda, and it reads, does rubbing your skin with corn dough actually cure chicken pox?
Corn dough, because of the fermentation process, it contains a lot of bacteria. And in the case that you have sores all over your body due to the chicken pox, it means that you could actually get infected at these sites on your body. And this could lead to a bad infection all over or in your blood system. But most of all, you could actually result in scarring when the chicken pox heals. So it's very advisable not to use corn dough at all when you have chicken pox.
Now, with the itchy sensation that you feel, we always encourage people just to use some calamine lotion. It causes a cooling effect, prevents you from scratching, and also prevents the scars from becoming permanent scars. At least if you leave it alone, by the end of the infection, it clears, and then you get your skin looking as great as it was before.
The following segment contains material of an adult nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
Being honest about your sexual needs with your partner can be quite challenging. Let's help you out. I see we have a question from the audience.
Hello, doctors. My name is David Small. At which point can one be said to have addictions to sex?
It will actually surprise you to know that it is something that does happen. People do have sexual addictions. Now, a sexual addiction is when a person's sexual behavior begins to have a negative or damaging effect on the individual himself or herself and the person's family. For instance, men spending about half their income on prostitutes, or people who tend to go and solicit sex, being aware of all the dangers that they could pick up. For instance, they could pick up HIV or any other sexually transmitted disease. Now, the key thing about such people is that they try stopping, but they always end up going back to the problem over and over again. That's why they are addicted to the problem. So what such people have to do is that they have to see a sex therapist or a psychologist, because this could actually have a very, very negative impact on their life and their family.
Now, like all addictions, it's essential that you take the first step to identify that you have an addiction. And once you have taken that first step, then the necessary help can be obtained to help you with your problem, because it really is a problem.
Don't go anywhere. We'll see you right after the break.
Mame suffers from an ovarian cyst that has taken quite a toll on her life. The team meets with her in Dansoman, where they also chance upon a good Samaritan.
Mama came to see me a month ago, narrating that since 2013, she has noticed that the tummy or the abdomen is progressively or gradually getting bigger. She was complaining of easy fatigue. Also, she can't eat well, and whenever she tastes anything smaller, she becomes full early. Aside that, she noticed gradual weight loss. Mama has an ovarian tumor, very huge ovarian tumor, which is displacing most of the organs. The tumor has grown to such a level that it has pushed all the organs upwards. And that is the reason why she came with all the complaints I cited earlier.
Mama mefua nyameche mefita krade made in 29 na sisi amawakra menyanko na papate Dansoman Russia 2013 na me started the adene na miyem na nkrofo me complain na nkrofo say oye enyidan nti me no nom bibidru na de ba na mosa oye kono no eda me do hospital. My sister, Mama called Lucky Heba. One branch across Winneba Road. Me call woman could you just scan na de. A woman I want work at them there. I don't know your fibroid. I walk over my womb. Into this operation of so the way I don't know, I don't would easy. Ma wouldn't Nadina, what the cow. Or bend them no ma kumatu. Men wale, men wainty, woji, ma wouldn't not a my me useless and na warm to me catch my sister in na my sister na yankote mass no so nim doctor abotum wire one for one san fanka ma wode no until na me de ba Accra me catch me yanko na ne papa the day no koduru.
Mommy was lucky enough to be taken in by her friend's father, Douglas.
My mother used to live in the same vicinity with us in Takrady. And when I lost my wife, my mother's mother was very helpful to our family. One day, my daughter told me that my mother has a problem with her tummy. She has to come to hospital to Accra. So I told her she can use my place. And then she came and stayed with us.
First, no mommy vote to me in the maybe no onye obuane system water na de nsupo benya school bia na ocham of famady onam yarebaniti or one enyo de so no oni tonto no konanye mu abrabo inde maybe osodo ya na kasa so tum de bo no ho nenyi dadu bia wa ba ohun inde nenyo de nenyi dadu bia biwi onam yabasisia we hu no ho wo mu
Anam damia na wabaso yamuno. Mintu me yashe ejuma mintu me ye me pede me ko school me ko sua graphics ba yare na admin me nko at the same time ama me ye adwuma na me nyiska na me tu me da ko school ba ona me yare nti me tifi sisi a people teaching adwuma na me je na me tifi ti na me ya inde me nya yelsa na sa me woto ma me tu na sa da me wa brabo mu ko enim no me tu my na ye me didi na me yada me a metiti nti me didi a yada kekre bi na ma yada me di.
Douglas and Mommy have something in common.
Frankly, I feel very sad for her. I could have paid for her, but I myself have a problem. Yeah, I traveled in 1982 to Lagos, Nigeria, and then worked over there for 2 years as a building foreman. And then I decided to go to Japan, so I started working over there. So there was a time that there was an earthquake. I was painting on a top floor. I slipped from the 3rd floor, and then I landed at the 1st floor. So I had a problem with my back. After that, I left from Japan to Ghana, and then came to set up a construction company. 2010, January, during the time that they said there's an earthquake in Ghana. Yes, I was asleep, so when I got up, I wanted to move. I could see that I couldn't move at all. I tried to touch my leg. I couldn't feel all the sensation, no sensation. So early in the morning of 1st March 2010, I was transported to Kolebu Surgical Emergency Ward, and they found out that my neck has a problem. That is why the paralysis have started. So they told me I have to get a surgery, and they did it on 16th March 2010. I was released a week after, and they promised me to come for the 2nd surgery at the lumbar, because the lower lumbar was also damaged. And then I came home. So all my money got finished, and I gave up.
Beginning no, he was having the money to do it, but on them though postponed and see. My business be obey and I don't need shame na this can or show it. For now and day, seek out to do it in the new.
I am in uncle Ejewa, Nana Papa Mr. Morgan. I wanna why Gigi me ma I am a chichimure. Was the many uncle papa, no, so I had them not no so, or you'll be a whiskapa or call a butchie, Jumoji contract. On also see I are some in the Nuntino, and the many uncle Anna, Oko, Oba, no, do share, no, Uncle Crank, and I'm so my baba come home with your day.
For Mamefua, my heart feels for her, but there is nothing I can do myself.
Me Yarban Mamusu, because first, no, I end up na meti. Ma ko school na da menya nkofo na de wonyi mu samtinte o ma menya nkofo bi no wohuma wo se abade pa na ohoma ma asesade because this year benyin bi ahuma ofinda menya nti ontumi ede no onse me pede manage ho ana dede timete wo mu ni menyi obi ani wo mu because of yare na wa ba bobo mu no. I'm buying the other bay my dog. Na me too, me boafu be now I born me to my operation. Na me wato. But me to me nant warm dama. Dan dina if no yawana oye.
The following scenes contain images that could disturb sensitive viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Vodafone stepped in to help Mommy get the treatment she so desperately needs. Vodafone would like to thank the Ganuba Specialist Clinic for all they have done for Mommy.
The procedure I'm going to do on her is exploratory laparotomy. We are going to explore the abdominal cavity and address whatever problems that she has. We had to remove the left ovary. It was quite bigger. Actually, it pushed all the organs upwards. It displaced them. The rest of the organs were fine. The liver was okay. At least the tumor doesn't look malignant. All the same, we have to send it for histopathology. That will determine the final diagnosis. The operation was successful. Everything was okay. At least the right ovary was okay. Removing such a huge burden from her, she can be able to work well. She can be able to eat well. And we hope that in the near future, things will be okay. She will gain back her weight, and then she will incorporate to her normal activities.
Mame, Mr. Douglas, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's Mame, she say a wire surgery. No, you know it's me who say in society be brave aba. Now she say a wire surgery every no. She say I shall want to sing.
See, I don't know. Me because first, na yare mama efu ayi kese. Na me ntumi nkeka me wa ma me nneema ye ayi slow. But after surgery no, entire am ntumi nhye no beginning no, see am ntumi hye. Mama me look smart kakra.
You say what to say ahode aba pa.
Ahode aba.
Na obetima storage na obi etim so ehu say she said in society there aba ampa. Mr. Douglas, we know that you've been really supporting her. In other words, you've been the good Samaritan in her life. Vodafone would also like to show their gratitude to you. We heard that you had a problem with your neck for which you had surgery. And we also hear that you have a problem with your back for which you need another surgery. Now, Vodafone would like to pay for that surgery in appreciation for what you've done for Mami.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm very happy. Very happy. Thank you.
Mame, na Vodafone for say, omo fancy ho. Na omo ade kakra bi omo de bebo ama wapomuden asan aba ne wieye. Inti nyamo ha ne ye ade ketwe bi a Vodafone for say, emfa nhye onsem na fa sa ho yare.
Ade na wo yi fu me yem no. Meni so temi na wo de kire me no. Na me ampo me yem hihye me. Because ade na ayekese. According to Dr. Anke, end December. Na de go to my pie, na me. It's me da Vodafone fast, yami shrawan. Normal company no koneni. Amen. Mr.
Douglas, Vodafone also has something to give you to help you in your recovery after your surgery. So this is something from Vodafone.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Thank Vodafone company.
You're most welcome.
Thank you very much.
This is where we say goodbye, but remember your 6 best doctors as you go through the rest of the week. Sunshine, water, rest, air, exercise, and diet. See you next week. Goodbye.
If you have been moved by the stories or issues you've seen on HealthLine, you can donate 1 Ghana cedi by texting GIVE to 133. If you want to donate more than 1 Ghana cedi, please dial *133# and follow the prompts. Next week on HealthLine, we visit an impressive project in the center of Accra. And we catch up with Emmanuel from last season.
Vodafone, power to you.